If Jesus was born in this era, 93% of women would turn him down. 93% of women would turn Jesus the Christ down. You know what I mean? They don't ask what they do for a living. They gonna say carpenter. They gonna think that's whack. You know, they don't care nothing about your spirit. They don't care if you can walk on water. You know, they don't care about that. He could multiply money 1 trillion times, but he ain't, he ain't doing that. He's not gonna corrupt people like that, where just give people stuff where they just gonna go and then spend it on alcohol, weed, all that stuff. If Jesus right now was in this era, he'll have a hard time getting women. You know what I'm saying? He'll be too honest, too truthful, too real. They don't want that. And then he can look in their eye, he can see through them. He can see that they don't love him. He can see all that stuff. Man, Jesus would have a hard time, but he wouldn't be worried about it. But I'm just saying, they wouldn't. My whole point is that they would reject him. You know what I'm saying? They wouldn't really be on him like that. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them won't even give him a chance. You know what I'm saying? So it's incredible how, if Jesus was in this era, they'll think he was weird. They'll think he was a creep or weird or something like that. You know, probably think he talked too much. You know, they'll say he's a know-it-all. They would probably think that he's a know-it-all. They would probably think that he's a know-it-all. You know what I'm saying? So it would be wild. The whole situation would be wild if Jesus had came in this era, was born in this era. You know, it wouldn't be as you think. The women would be like, "Oh, I want you. I want to have your baby." Number one, women like to categorize people real fast. They like to categorize men real fast. Women assumptions are bigger than their facts. Women jump into conclusions real fast. They don't have no problem jumping to conclusions. That's just what they do. So, it's a wild world, bro. It's a wild world, man. So you have to understand that in this world, if Jesus was born right here, he wasn't born 2,000 years ago, they wouldn't be merciful. The women wouldn't like him. They probably wouldn't get turned on by his wisdom. He wouldn't be showing off and walking on water and all that like on purpose. You know what I'm saying? Everything he do is for a reason. So it ain't like he'll be doing magic tricks, because that's not how he operate. You know what I'm saying? He don't operate on magic. He'll do a miracle when needed. It's always when needed. But it's just sad how it's just sad how these guys that's similar to Jesus, they get dogged out, man. And I don't want to say good guy, because nobody perfect but Jesus. But if Jesus was here, he would be perfect. But guys they can offer so much more than money. Some of these guys got some serious wisdom. Some of these guys got some serious wisdom. But women, they're not worried about no wisdom. They're not concerned about wisdom. They're not concerned about a man's health and where his spirit going. They want to know where his money going. They all about them dollars. You know what I'm saying? They all about them dollars. They're not worried about his spirit, how close he is to God and all that. They care less about all that, man. They really do. So you just got to keep that in mind, man. These women don't get turned on by godly. A lot of them don't, unless other women like them. That's the common denominator with everything. Unless other women like them, you know what I'm saying? That's the common denominator with everything. If other women like them, they're gonna like him. They don't care if he a nerd, a turd, a goat, a gorilla. You know, women see the value in men. They see value in men that other women see value in. They'll make themselves see value. If it's a man, you know, they'll make themselves see value. If it's a man that getting a lot of attention from women, even if a woman don't like him, she'll start liking him. Why? Because, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know. So that's just how they go. You know what I'm saying? So it's sad, but it's sad, but women, they do what other women doing. They do what other women are doing. You know, they find glory. They find glory in what other women find glory in. You know what I'm saying? If they think other women don't like you, they don't like you either. They don't want you. They don't want you. They don't like you. They don't want you. It's a sad scenario. You know what I'm saying? But that's the type of world we live in, man. Where women don't think for themselves. They've been trained to think certain ways. They've been trained to think certain ways. They've been trained to think certain ways, you know what I'm saying? And they don't even know it. They think they have their own mind. They don't have their own mind, man. They think they do, though. They don't have their own mind. They think they do. You know, it's a wild world, but y'all gotta stay prayed up. Try to find you an off-brand girl, you know what I'm saying? If they not scared of you. Sometimes they be scared. You know, sometimes they be scared. So, if they know you're a cool dude or something, sometimes they be scared if you're off-brand. If you're off-brand, you know, if they off-brand and you're a cool dude, sometimes they'll be scared. They'll be scared of you, you know, and see what's going on. Sometimes that's the way it goes. It's sad, but, you know, they got to feel comfortable with you. Because they know when you're cool, you can be a cool dude. They just not, some of them girls, they not used to guys with swag. They all like it, they see it, they know it. But sometimes they was raised different, where they don't have that frequency. Sometimes they was raised different, where they don't have that frequency. You know what I'm saying? But y'all gotta stay prayed up, man. I got a new fragrance out there. Eccentric 777 to go along with my new album that just came out, Eccentric 777. You know, smells so good. Women come up to you, ask you what you doing. You can easily break the ice. You can easily break the ice like that, man. You know what I'm saying? You can easily break the ice like that. So make sure y'all get that right there. If you want a consultation, talk to me about anything, message me on Instagram at Alan Ray This Show. Download my latest album, Eccentric 777. You're gonna like that. You're gonna definitely like that. I'll holler at y'all later, man. Stay blessed. Hit the like button, subscribe button, notification bell button, and all is well. All is well. So, God is with you, man. Stay blessed, stay prayed up. All is well, you know. So, just gotta take your time and do what you do. And all is well. But that's how I go, man. That's how I go in these days, man, these last days. Gotta keep your mind right at all times. Gotta keep your mind right at all times. You know what I mean? So, but I'll holler at y'all later on. And we'll talk some more. But hit that like button. Hit that like button, subscribe button, notification bell button. Talk to y'all soon, man. We out. Allen Millionaire. But I'm gonna keep kicking it. I'm gonna keep kicking it for a few more minutes. But I'm Allen Millionaire, man. So you gotta be careful, bro. They don't, you know, they don't care if you're a genuine man. They just had a scientific study to show women are more prone to respect. Women are more prone to respect. Women are more prone to respect men with mixed feelings. Men with mixed feelings. So if you a man, that's why they always getting guys that's on the down low. Because a lot of them guys have, you know, of course, them guys have mixed feelings because they deal with men. They mix men pleasure with women pleasure. So they're attracted to both guys. So that's why a lot of times they get guys on the down low. And women are saying they prefer that now. They coming out verbally saying they prefer that. You know what I'm saying? They coming out and saying they prefer it. Out in they, you know what I'm saying, in their mind. You know what I'm saying? They coming out like verbally and saying that they prefer that. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta keep in mind that, you know what I'm saying? It's a wild world. You gotta keep in mind how things go. You gotta keep in mind, you know, how things flow. But they prefer what they call queer. The girl came up to me and was like, "You so masculine." I didn't even ask her no questions. Why are you telling me that you like queer men when I ain't even asked you? I ain't even asked you that. You just walk up to me talking about something. I'm masculine. You know, so I can't, you know, you gonna get mad at every man that's masculine? Talking about, I like queer dudes. You know, I like queer, you know what I'm saying? I don't even know why would they say that. You know what I'm saying? So you know, it just go wild, man. It's just wild how that go. You know, it's wild how that work. You know, it's wild how that work, man. Y'all gotta be careful out here though. These women, they don't respect you if you good. You gotta do what you want to do, even if you lose them. You can't be scared to lose them either. You can't be scared to lose them. A lot of guys are scared to lose them. You can't be scared to lose these women. They're not yours from the start. You can't be scared to lose them. They're not yours from the start. So you can't be scared to lose them. Why are you scared to lose something that you never had? They can sense it, man. You got to really train yourself to be who you want to be. A lot of times, the guys they're going after, it's not because they like them or love them. They like them for a false pretense. They like them because he they like him because, you know, they like him because he you know, they think they can control him. That's the only reason why they're dealing with him. They think they can control him, so that's why they like him. That's it. It ain't nothing else. You know, in most cases, you got some girls, women that like you for you, but nowadays the brainwashing is so strong that it's very rare that a woman gonna like you for you. It's very rare, but it happens from time to time. It can happen, you know, but you guys got to keep your eyes open, man. Understand that these women out here, 93% of them, if Jesus was here, they wouldn't even date Jesus. They pray to him, cry to him, and all that stuff, but they wouldn't want him. If he was here, most of them, if he was here during this time, they wouldn't want him. They were like, yeah, that guy over there, he's so nice, or he's so genuine, but he weird, but he a creep. Something ain't right about him. Something ain't right about him, you know? That's what they'll do. That's what they'll do. That's what they'll say. You know, that's exactly what they'll say. So, what's this nigga doing, man? So, you know, that's exactly what they'll say. They'll be like, this dude, right? This dude, Jesus, is weird, man. They'll be like, this dude, Jesus, is weird. You know? They'll be like, you know. So a lot of you guys, man, you wonder what's wrong. These girls, they don't want. They said, scientists say, women are more, 2 to 3 out of women they more likely to stick with a man that have mixed feelings about them instead of a man that's showing straightforward, genuine interest. You know what I'm saying? You know what that's telling me? That's telling me that they want what they can't have. So most of them will never have what they want because they want what they can't have. So that's just something to think about on a regular basis. That's something to think about. But y'all gotta keep y'all head up, all y'all brothers. Ain't nobody perfect but Jesus. But if Jesus was here, they wouldn't treat him no better. You know, so you only can imagine what they'll do to you. You only can imagine what they'll do to you if they did that to Jesus. You know what I'm saying? If they act like that towards Jesus, what they'll do to you? What will they do to you? You know what I'm saying? So you gotta be mindful of that. Be mindful of that as you dating these Jezzies. Stay strong. You gotta say to yourself, I'm strong. Nothing can break you. Don't let your heart break you. Don't let your heart weaken you. You know what I'm saying? Don't let your heart weaken you, man. Don't let your kids, your parents, none of them weaken you up. Don't let them do it. Don't let them do it. You know, I know you care, but don't let them do it, man. Like I said earlier, I got the eccentric 777. And that's my album and my fragrance. You know, you can download the album, eccentric 777 album, or you can get the fragrance. It don't matter. But hit that like button, subscribe button, notification bell button. Hit me up on Instagram, Alarina Show. You want a consultation, and if you want to, you know, you want to get that eccentric 777. All right, y'all stay blessed. Keep your head up. Keep your head up, y'all. I'll holler at y'all later in a little bit. Alan Ray in there. Stay blessed. Stay strong. Do not let nobody break you. Pray as much as you can, man. Speak things in existence. We out.